I think it's 5:30 something, right? Baddest domain kay every Sunday la offer la malong inshallah rabbi. Ala la de maroto kay. Who is meant yes, I'm live. Who is meant to come? Our podcast bo sabo bugana. Every Sunday 5:30 p.m. onwards. Baddest domain lon the forcina. Bidon topic killing no. Gaye ko the goods augmentation. Lady Jobs. You know, the augmentation of your brother ST, what the malo topic. Yes, his life-changing activities, what the malo. One topic reclamente bulde. Ndolbe walte unification no. Fen sa sabun kana unite the mantal wato de. Nga unite rek. Ambassadors they share peace and love. Ndolbe wale to de. Hadi. No, mbe fenkol la follow, mbe observations la follow, melbe online. Kondondiro wo mina lem. I must start follow needle be kachala janda kadat. My commander in chief wonjo la fanya jak. Lego Lady Jobs la way. Indingol bama buka noise de. Kaya ko brikama kaba vita galo Lady Jobs. Kaya still assist lo way Lady Jobs way. I'm seeing the viewership. Sabo enjoy nak maje follow de. Baddest domain man topico dino yalo man nanu last week. But every Sunday lom de. Wo kay ate falla malo every Sunday lo nim busy kata nata kala ba nim busy o manki. Every Sunday lom de. Baddest domain. Hadi. Kodi Lady Jobs. Nimbare la konton diata. Lady Jobs aka Chinese. Nako aka halebu am aka Ponkal, Commander in Chief, Brigama Gallo. Yeah, Lady Jobs ngay yap. Brigama Gallo bi. Hale bi am form. Am taxaway njol ci kaw, Ponkal. Ilaha illallah. Lady Jobs rek. Ko ni la rek. No, the lights are beautiful. Lady Jobs no lane lights will be. Hadi. But you man see a Lady Jobs if I want your boy abe see a careful. You got ke you man ke half pound you mo kotalti. Musa Sanyan set nake bay nimbara bake dindima. So, let me start it proper. DJobs right here, baddest manager. And this is the baddest domain perspective. A moment, a platform, a time that comes your way every Sunday from 5:30 p.m. Last Sunday we couldn't be here because I had tight family engagements with Lady Jobs. I couldn't be here. But then that's the fact of the matter. Baddest domain is here to stay as a weekly time, right? Where we will discuss pertinent issues around the industry. So like we always do, the side attraction is where we see, affirm, confirm, right? Or reconfirm, if you want it. The people that are right here stating their comments. One of them is Musa Sanyang, my very good younger brother from Talinding, somebody who has also been a staple aspect in the sector. For far too long, he has been with us. And in fact, that is why we have just started the most grandiose podcast called the Artscope Postcard by Ultimate Media. That will also be coming every Friday, inshallah. So we began productions, right? All around what? The development of the Gambia's creative sector. So that is what the baddest domain is all about. Now, be reminded that the baddest domain, Thespian Career Guidance Company, is also here for all those emerging artists in the Gambia. And we will never stop grooming right? And nurturing talents. That is what the baddest manager is all about, right? Mosilla said, Iteka Munefo, Mosilla, yes, Ibenyadi, nice, good to be here. Inimbara Muhammad El Dabon, Bijanade, ha, baddest domain dindong. Yeah, anyway, well, yeah, even those that are enemies, we welcome them right here because the baddest domain is for the Gambia. So if you are well-wisher still, that's how it is. We don't have a problem with anybody. We are all about sharing love, right? Not animosity. So that's how it is. Musa Sanan, thank you very much for being here. Anything that is about peace and love, that is what DJobs is all about. I am not here to serve as an agent implant of instability, a Faraba Kuntuketa, we call it in Mandinka. That is it. Peace and love for the Gambia. One Gambia, one people, one tribe. That is the only thing that I'm seeing, right? So that's the fact of the matter. Musa Sanyang said, man of wisdom, we are proud of you, Nakeba. Thank you very much, Musa Sanyang. I am proud of you too. And be rest assured that every thespian that is all out for peace and tranquility is with you, because that is the way forward, right? And then again, still on the site attraction, I am welcoming people to be right here with me. We went to see Momodu Trodabo. Good vibe, right? A very responsible humanitarian and philanthropist who has deemed it fit to bring together Gambian thespians for them to heal a nation that is socially, politically, and tribally, disintegrated, so to speak, right? So to speak. Cherno Sisa said, manager, I want you to talk about disability inclusion in music business. Don't worry, we will definitely come to that, right? We will come to that. Cherno Sisa, thank you very much. Yes, like I said, the baddest domain is an industry platform where we talk about issues. So yeah, it's very obvious that we will come to that. Don Cole said, King Manager, thank you very much, Don Cole. I really appreciate this, right? Yes, I really appreciate this. I only hope the internet that is given to me by DJobs would be able to, do all these things together, right? Positive vibes. DJobs is my financial manager and Samaritan, right? I am here in my caretaker capacity. So, boss lady, I hope the internet will be able to serve me well. Nostradamus said, not only the baddest manager, but also the baddest gangster. ST88, thank you very much. That's how it is. My youthful swagger never fade. Yes, I'll be here. Even at 40, I'll be like sweet 16 anyway. Peace and love. That is the antidote. Peace. Whatever peace cannot bring, animosity cannot. So this is why I must amplify my voice with my younger brother, ST, who said he's all about what? Peace, a more reconciliatory ST, right? A catalyst of change, a transformative luminary, or a formidable luminary who is all about uniting the Gambia. And that's it. Any other thing, we are not interested. Don Cole said, big DJobs, she's that powerful woman behind strongest and baddest manager. Don Cole, thank you very much. Yes, he's right here leaning on her sofa. She's the boss lady there. Don't call me here. I am the caretaker of the kids and also the chief laborer. Yeah, move. Yes, make sure you bath the kids, dress them properly, go to the kitchen, wash the utensils, go to the market and shop for, yes. Move, I move. Stop, I stop. She's the commander-in-chief that don't call. She's here. She's here. DJobs, a.k.a. Chinese. Yeah, he's ST's sister anyway. So much in a haste. He said I should go straight to ST's tree planting. Take your time. DJobs. Yalon brika makaba fitan kol fasaro. Ndebota nyambale nak rebellion di kola botal dolea. Rebellion botal dolela area to. Ita bota kaba fita. Greetings, King. How are you? Lucky Bob, thank you very much, Kebama. Lucky Bob, I am very fine. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Yes, I am here in my utmost poverty, but still, I thank God, the omnipotent, the omniscient, and the omnipresent. Thank you, Lucky Bob. Alas Kante, my uncle in the UK, the boss, high-profile DJobs. Thank you very much, Uncle Las. Lady Jobs, you're very nice. and kind nephew right here. Uncle Lars, Lady Jobs Konge Konton, thank you very much. Sol said, what's your take about Attack's recent interview? Sol, thank you for your opinion. But then, like I said, as a formidable luminary and ambassador, we are all about peace and love sharing. I don't intend to get into any sensitive issue. All I can tell Gambians is DJobs, ST, right? And all other thespians are in for peace, particularly those thespians under the He4C Music Movement Project ambassadorial circle. Yes, we are all about peace. So I don't intend to get into any sensitive issue. Please, my apologies if that will be so much discomforting to you. Today, my mission is to hire gaze at what ST is doing and also beautify it. That is my mission, right? Any other thing, I will just state that every human is bound or entitled to his or her opinion, right? But again, opinions will clash. Human beings will make mistakes, right, in their lives. It doesn't matter. Once you make a mistake, come out and apologize, right? And, you know, I think that is the most important. Yeah, that is the most important. Once you make a mistake, you know straight you make a mistake, come out and apologize. We move on. My mission, right, is to uphold, right, the mission of Mamadou Trodab, who called upon us, right, after realizing our formidable capacity in this entertainment sector of the Gambia, right, to come out and heal a nation that is divided in all aspects, right, like I stated it initially. So that is it. That is what I'm all about. Yeah, I am not in here as the Gambia's leading artist manager and music business consultant to disintegrate societies, right, to create whatever disunity in our sector. No, it's to unite and promote the sector. That is what I've been doing for close to 20 years, steadily. Yeah. Yeah, Don Cole said, Mariama Janke Krubali, greetings, DJobs. Thank you very much, Janke Krubali. Thank you. Wow. This is the first time I am, right, seeing your indication on the baddest domain perspective, something that I have to beautify. Janke is also somebody that I've seen, you know, so far, right? One of those youngsters that grew up, you know, around me, right, in Brikama, together with ST, Mariam Koli, Samsidin Fati, Hussein Fati, you know, Live Talk, you name them. These were all youngsters, kids that I watched grew up in Lenahan Society, yes, down there in Brikama during those days. So, Janke, thank you very much for being here. I'm very happy that all of you are doing great today. Don't call. Youths are learning a lot from you, the baddest manager. Yes, thank you very much, Mansake. Thank you so much. Humility is never hated. Don't call. Thanks for being here. Musa Fati, saluto Kebama DJobs. Thank you very much, Musa Fati, for being here. That's it. Yes, I appreciate all your comments. God knows, right? So, let's get, you know, right there to today's baddest domain. I mean, one thing that tops our agenda is ST's tree planting mission or activity under what? The auspices of ST Development Foundation, right? Right, a foundation that is all about developing the community where ST comes from. So that is why in entirety it is called ST's Community Development Foundation. So part of their activities is the tree planting that he has been engaged on, right, countrywide. So, and we have seen the crowd that he has gathered in Basse, you know, because that is where he is this weekend. He did it in Janjambure last weekend, and I know up to downtown he'll be doing it in other areas, right, in combos. Cantericius said, DJobs, big up, thank you very much. Cantericius also said, but you don't know, don't you think that attack went too far? People in the industry are waiting for your reaction. Anyway, everybody reach out to me to tell you the fact. And I want to also state, first class chick, I saw your message on WhatsApp, but then honestly, I had series of messages on my WhatsApp. I can show you evidences of this. In fact, it made my phone to, yes, freeze. I mean, it cannot, it's still, I mean, it's on that mood where I cannot even access my messages. Ever since this thing happened, on Friday when I had it. In fact, I was in online just to get the info from somebody, and then that was the time I know, what went wrong, right? But like I said, my mission here is to hire Gaye at what ST is doing, right? And then one thing, just to paraphrase, because I'm a sector player and everybody expect, my opinion regarding what happened. Yes, my take is, Attack Gaye, right, is my very good younger brother. Somebody that I love so much. I'll be very honest with Gambians. There is a style of rap that Attack does, and if most of you could remember very well, if you were following me, you would realize that when I set up the baddest domain platform in 2023, right, at Amharic, Attack was part of the thespian guest that I invited, because the baddest domain platform always come up with topics, right, to discuss. Now, if you look at all these Gambian thespians, they all have their specialization. They all have their differences in terms of their rap styles, in terms of their singing prowess, in terms of their artistic prowess. And there was a topic called juxtaposition of lyrical content. Right? That is what Attack does. I want to state this. I stated this in so many platforms that Attack does a rap style. That is my favorite rap style. What is that rap style? Juxtaposition of lyrical content. Right? That's what he does. And then, even the last time, friends had to tell me, what do you mean juxtaposition? And I said, the use of dialecticals, right? Or you can say the different placements of the different languages, Mandinka, Wolof, English, right? Put them all together. Arrange your content in a more catchy format so that the punchlines will drop and the rhyming schemes will drop. Attack does it in a crazier manner, a style that I love. But again, he made a big mistake. Yeah, he made a big mistake. And I want to urge the public, please, let us reassure Attack our forgiveness. The Gambia is not a one-tribe country. The Gambia belongs to all of us. The Gambia is a composition of the different tribes. The jovial ties that has ever existed between the Mandinka and the Wolof, right? The Jola and the Fula, right? The Sarahules and the Badibunkas, Birikama and Brufut, right? Sukuta and Gunjur. That is the beauty of the Gambia. So I still take, right, that those jovial ties, right, to be realities that will also cement our relationship as Mandinkas, right, with the Wolof. And it has ever been that jovial vibe where our Wolof would tell us, "Sose di sosal ken," and we will also tell them, "Well, my sauce, bui sosal nyep sauce." Just like ST put it in the baddest localo. So that is it. Look, in our home, in Brikama, I will tell you that not all my siblings could in fact speak Wolof. I remember E.B. Jobate telling me when Attack released that song, More Sauce, with Chronic Bob, E.B. telling me, boy, bro, Attack is dope. I cannot speak Mandinka, but he is my favorite thespian. E.B. is a Mandinka. I have also seen several Mandinkas in the Gambia that cannot speak Wolof, but they love the juxtaposition of lyrical content, Attack's rap style, and they are all out to support the brother. Right? And I have seen on that fateful day when ST deemed it fit to feature Attack in his collabo. Right? Hamo. Even before the big noise Attack's EP in 2017. Right? We have all been passionate about, our coexisted, thespians that are not Mandinkas, that are Wolof. But then what do we see? One flag. That is the Gambian flag. So we love you, Attack Gaye. Honestly, we met at Trodabo's script, like I said, when he called upon us for us to work on a project that will unite the Gambia, something that Attack, embrace. And then the statements that he gave, he was in my presence, some of which he stated during that interview with Uncle Peter. And then I understand very well the antidote would be to unite him with ST and then the rest of Gambians, because the statement that he made wasn't only a statement that served as an offensive statement to the Mandinka populace, but even the Wolof. I have seen the honestly reactions of other people from other tribes regarding what Attack stated. I think it's a mistake. Like I said, he's somebody that I love so much, and believe you me, I am so much ready, and I will tell you this. On that day, inside Trodabo's house, I stated this to Tro, that yes, you want us to engage, to be involved in this project, but then I feel in our sector, there is a deficiency. We need to mitigate that deficiency. What is the deficiency? The tribal discrepancy. So I want to serve, right, as an epitome of hope for this industry by making sure that Attack Gaye make peace with ST. Even though we have seen and heard ST's pronouncements in different platforms that he has no problem with Attack and he has no problem with any Gambian thespian. He is somebody that is so much passionate about Gambian artists. He is somebody that has built these kids that look up to him. He will never destroy what he has built. Brothers and sisters, I am crying right now. You will not understand. And even on that day, when Attack made his revelation, when they drew my attention to this on Friday, I cried. Because I don't want to see an industry that is disintegrated because of social, political, and tribal issues. No. In fact, the society rely on us to preach peace and to unite communities because we have a voice. Thespians of the Gambia, you have a voice. And that is why everybody look up to you, including the kids. Right? My fave in the music business. Thank you very much, Maytils. Yeah, thank you. Mariama Janke Krubali said, honestly, those are memories, we will forever cherish. Thank you very much, Mariama. Matil Sifa said, always sensible. Thank you very much. So that is it. That is it. Right? Please, I am urging you, Attack Gaye. Please, I swear to God, as your big brother, I am on my knees. Right? In the most honest manner. Right? I want you to state a public apology. Please come out to apologize the Gambian populace about your statement at West Coast with Uncle Peter on his platform, right? Coffee time with Peter. Please, Abu Muhammad said, bro, I miss you. Thank you very much, Abu Muhammad. So that is it. Please, Attack, I love you so much. Gambians love you so much. Mandinkas love you so much, just like how Wolofs love you, the Fula, the Sarahule, we all love you. And I swear to God, Attack, DJobs, you know very well on that day, even when we had our chit-chats after our major session with Tro, you know very well that DJobs loves the rap style that I do until, I was able to explain some of these things to you vehemently in 2023. And then we had so many chit-chats aside that regarding your career, Attack. You are a grandiose thespian, and I would definitely love to see you here without being involved in any reg dynamics. So please, I am urging you to apologize to the public. Let's move on. The only way we can heal this country is to be together as thespians that are under one symphonic umbrella, and that is the Gam music, right? Under the auspices of one Gambia, one tribe, and one people. That's the fact of the matter. If truly we are meant to be transformative forces, right, then we should understand very well that we have a bigger role to play in terms of uniting people. But we cannot be disoriented, right? We cannot create any discrepancy amongst ourselves because we are the people that the crowd, the utmost music enthusiasts look up to, and the entire country. So please, I am urging you to come out. You are a superstar. Apologize to Gambians, and we move on, right? Yes. Musa Suso, thanks for this. Thank you very much, Musa Suso. Thank you. I still want to urge, please, all those Mandinkas out there, right? The wall of every Gambian, right? I want to urge all of you to forgive Attack. And then do not be so much rebellious around the mistake that he has created or committed. I think we should all be accommodative to the mistake that he has committed by encouraging him, by guiding him, by serving as, right, career guidance officers to him so that he can apologize to the public and also receive his career. Please, I understand very well. In music business, there are two things involved, persona and personality. Attack's persona, that is his capacity as Attack Gaye. somebody who is very much about ballistics in the sector, right? A troublemaker, as in his persona, right? That is how he branded himself. His personality as Attack Gaye is something that is important. And if you don't work around your persona very well in the sector, it can also impact your personality. But like I said during our podcast, these two, do the fans understand very well their distinctions? No, probably. Today, the fans will judge your persona. Whatever that you state, right, on the spotlight, in the industry, the fans will take it and taint your personality. So this is one thing that thespians of the Gambia must definitely consider, and then try to be people that are all about peace and not animosity. Just like how St. Brikamaboyo has led the entire, thespian fraternity of this country by being a more reconciliatory thespian than a thespian that will instigate violence and disunity, right? Say Ibrahim Gaye said, well-spoken king. Thank you very much, Say Ibrahim Gaye. Thank you very much, my boss. I am very happy that you are here. South to you and our able, baddest, and youngest CEO, Alaji Malik Bayo, right, aka Gangster, our able CEO, right, the head of the Generation Mining and Construction Company. Thank you very much, bro. I am glad that you came from Germany to be with us here. Somebody who is very passionate about what we do, Alaji Malik. Salute to you, my utmost boss. Ajabin Sani said, bro, in context, what has he said that makes sparks the flames? Well, Aja, except if you were not following, I will urge you to, go and watch his interview with Peter, please, and then you can come back here to ask me what he has said, right? With all due respect. Jola Job said, Inimbaran Koto, greetings from Jola Job Brikama. Thank you very much for being. Yes, yes. Yeah, we were having some internet issues anyway, right? Nice. Abubakar Ben Suda said, no, I am not. Kajali Ture said, I'm still waiting for reaction towards Miss. No, yeah, that's the. Yes, I am giving my reactions. Kajali Ture, thank you very much for being here. But I don't want, please, I don't want anybody to caricature, no, please, no spews of mockery, right? Abubakar Ben Suda said, Gam Music should definitely pay tax to you. Wow. But please, minimize your big English words, which will make people like me to go find the meaning in what is it Wikipedia? Keep doing what you do. Abubakar. Anyway, that's what everybody keeps saying, but for me, I just try to speak Queen's English in a more refined manner, right? But then, well, if you happen to find it tough, with my jargons, I am sorry. But I think that is how the baddest manager also is branded, right? That also comes along with that title, the baddest, the boat. That's how it is. Nice. So, like I was saying, I mean, I in my capacity as a music business consultant, musicologist, and artist manager, I want to see stars in the Gambia. And then the philosophy that I have is the same philosophy that ST have. Yeah. I mean, Nigeria, they have big stars. You had him said it. They have so many stars. So there is no way. I want to see a brother up there. I want to uplift everybody. So we are not going to wreck anybody, right? Because I understand very well it cannot be only me, ST. That is why I have been accommodating them, or I had accommodated them, gave them platforms, gave them collaborations, right? I have given them collabos and featured them on songs. You look at those views right now on YouTube, there are millions. That is support. So we would say ST is the most ambidextrous, the most surreptitious, the most loquacious, and the most accommodative thespian in the Gambia, so to speak. Yeah, so to speak. Right? So that is it. My little brother, Attack, I love you so much. Please come out and apologize to the public, and we will continue, inshallah Rabbi, in this Trodabo, one Gambia, one people, contract, inshallah Rabbi, to reunite a country that is socially, politically, and tribally divided, right? It is our responsibility as Gambian thespians to do that, right? So let's move on to the major thing that tops our today's baddest domain agenda, right? And that is what? The augmentation or the goals augmentation. You can say the augmentation of ST or the goals augmentation, just like how I put it on this recent article that I've posted, right? Now, what is the augmentation of the boat, right? The goat, right? And I said I am the boat for good, right? The baddest of all time for the greatest of all time. So the goat's augmentation, right? As we had seen, evident in how he has been helping the community. There are a lot of students that are going to universities, right? Secondary school, even primary, that the ST Community Development Foundation, are supporting, right? A lot of communities, a lot of people that are needy in the Gambia, they don't have food to eat. ST Community Development Foundation, has been their antidote. They are one last hope or best hope, in terms of survival, right? The planting of trees, as you have seen, the activities are all over. This foundation has been here for 6 to 7 years, and ST has been so much engaged in what healing the society, supporting the needy and the poor, right? Protecting the environment by making sure that deforestation will become a thing of history. That is huge. That is huge. So what do we expect from Gambian thespians, right? We expect them to be so much what? Grandiose and ambidextrous, visionary and peaceful, right? Aid your society, support your community, right? If you are well informed about the greenhouse emissions, right? Deforestation, like I stated, practices of man that has destroyed our community or environment, stand firm as a thespian, launch a project that will come to mitigate those problems. Today, women and children are faced with so many problems. But then thanks to ST Community Development Foundation, right? Women and children, have been supported. Now, the trees that this foundation have been planting all over the country, right, are trees that will grow up, right, to serve as major determinants for proper rains. You've seen it. We have scarcity, right? And then my friend was telling me that is because of the so many problems that we have, and that is why rain couldn't come. I told him no, rain couldn't come because of the bad practices of man, deforestation. So we have to mitigate that, right? ST has taken the lead. What are you telling me? You want to sit down there because you are a gimmick that is in the diaspora, right? Anything that happens, you come, like in the local dialect, chappy, 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 without taking your time. Anything that happens, pop, pop. Anything that happens, pop, pop. Because you have your platform, yes, they pay. If you are whatever TikToker in the diaspora, or if you have a platform with little followers, anything that happens in our sector or around our sector, one thing or the other, they will just pop without adequate knowledge. And that is why I have seen people lampooning some of them. Because an issue happened, they just jump up, pop up, galloping into events and problems that they know nothing about. These are the people, the gimmicks. They are the people, worsening in situations in our sector, creating all these problems, making them in their worst fashions. Perfect. True. So we must avoid it. Yeah. Yeah, ST doesn't have that time. This is a thespian that is busy on what? Creating impact. Rise. Yeah, building a nation, my brothers and sisters. Exposing young people to the wider world. Establishing young thespians, be it in Brikama or any part of the Gambia. Somebody who is busy creating his brother's problem somewhere. Somebody who is busy providing food for the poor and needy in the Gambia. Somebody who is so much busy about what? Helping those Gambian artists, the uprising ones that don't have the money to record in studios. Augmenting them, right, by sponsoring them to launch an album or to take out a standard video. That is what ST is busy doing. What are you telling me? Right? He built a band. He became what? The first Gambian artist to travel with close to 10 artists, young ones. Right? Expose them at gross magnitude or level. You think that is minor? No. This is what we're supposed to be doing as Gambian creatives. Yeah? Not to give platform or relevance to any platform owner outside the Gambia who is all about what? Right? Making situations worse. And if you look at it, most of these Gambians that got into these problems, I mean, whatever misguided reality, is because they are in what? In alliance, in consultation, right? In partnership, in friendship with people that have nothing, right, to offer. So I have seen Gambian artists giving relevance to platform owners who have no knowledge about our creative industry. They have no knowledge in mass communication. They are not well schooled in management, but only to put you in trouble. I remember very well when I stated about attack, right, coming to answer to me for us to make peace and then, be in, whatever cohort of peace and development. Somebody came to lampoon me, but I did not take it a big deal. Somebody that I wouldn't know. Yeah, but because he has a platform on TikTok, and then whatever content that you put there, the more people look at you, whatever, whether you are talking sense or not, they will give you something. We are not about that, and we will never mention them. Yeah, we will never mention them by word of mouth. Don't worry. Yeah, the thing is, the industry has experts. It should be the duty of artists to listen to those experts, right? Not any gimmick sitting out there. No, they will only put you in trouble. So that is it. ST is doing great by making sure that he support his community, as evident in the tree planting. Like I said, he was in Janjambure last weekend, and he will be today. Yeah, he's in Basse. They did Basse, I think, yesterday, Saturday, and then next days to come, right? He would be in Combos, right? And I am urging everybody to come out. This is a great exercise. Like I said, if you would advise thespians, we will advise them to be philanthropists and humanitarians. Yeah, to support their communities. Stabo Njai says, sure. Thank you very much, Stabo Njai. Yeah. So that is it. We are ambassadors. Ambassadors spread what? Love and unity. Peace and love. Nothing else. So that it is. If you are a he-for-see ambassador, yeah, that is what we expected of you. Peace and unity. Yeah, do not be involved in anything that will disintegrate your country. Don't try it. So that is it. Great activity, by ST Brikamaboyo. Great thespian who has been very supportive to his people. That is it. And he will never, we will never stop his praises on our lips. Fact of the matter, like they put it in all of Fiku Fidefa Lubanyuwako. That is it. So, all in a nutshell, what is important here is peace and tranquility. So I am calling on all Gambian artists to echo similar sentiments with me, right? To build a good relationship with one another. That's the fact, right? We must all be ready to maintain peace and tranquility in our sector. Stabo Njai said, you always speak the truth. Thank you very much. Yeah. But the truth that most people wouldn't like, but we will never stop. Bro, thank you. It's our duty to salvage this industry. Yeah. It's our duty to salvage it. So that is what ST as a major thespian is all about. And he said it over and over. Trust it. And myself, you know very well. Anybody that would not be, an agent implant of instability knows very well that I'm all about peace. There are thespians that disintegrated relationships here. I was the one that reunited them. Sure. Except for people that, decided to exhibit whatever myopia. But everybody knows that we've done great in this country, and we are still doing great, particularly in our sector, in making sure that artists are united, in making sure that the country got our information and be enlightened about certain things, that will create all these problems. Then, like I said, we talked about, the social aspects, the tribal and the political. And one thing that we must all be careful about is the intrusion of political surrogates or politicians in our businesses. Because what we've seen, right, in this sector, it wasn't in this sector. Yes, a lot of doses have been, spewed regarding whatever political discrepancy around social and tribal issues, but it wasn't in our industry. What brought it there? So it's high time for all of us to sit down, right, evaluate ourselves, assess, our doings is very important. So that is it. But one thing for sure, the ST that has been framed as the biggest by virtue of God's ordinance is all about what? Peace and love. And I want to emphasize this. It's all about peace and love. Likewise, DJobs. Yes, likewise, any other responsible sector player, that is an administrator or a manager. We all want to see Gambian artists united. We all want to see peace because that is where we get paid. Yeah, if there is no peace, we will not be able to stage our concerts. We will not have any consultancy service from anybody. So today, these talents that you are seeing, we work with them. Yeah, we help them to come to a certain position. So that will not happen only for one gimmick outside the country to destroy that. Because what we've also realized is some of these artists are talking to those gimmicks, right? Aside of the industry. And, disappointingly, they have been listening to their advice. But any gimmick that will tell you, no, you don't have to, make peace with anybody, don't do this thing, don't answer to ST's call, do this and do that, it's a gimmick that is causing more problems to you. And that is why I said there are thespians that have advised here previously. Otherwise, all these things that we've seen would not have happened, right? Like I said today, obviously, Attack is a major thespian. It's an asset for our industry. Why would I have bad intention for him? Why would I have, a mission to disintegrate him? No. You go and watch all my previous interviews. I keep repeating one thing, that Gambia needs stars. And it's the same thing that ST said. He made this pronouncement over and over, that we need stars. It cannot be only me. We cannot destroy what we've built. What are you talking about? Right, bro. That is it. So please, to subside it all, Lamin solely said one Gambia. Yeah, that's it. Togetherness is the key. Empress Baji, thank you very much, my daughter, for being here. Happy birthday in advance to you, Empress Baji. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a moment of grandiosity tomorrow. Yeah, great birthday dinner right there. My daughter's birthday shouldn't be a minion aspect. It should be a dominant reality in the highest order. Right? That is it. So I will not be hesitant to be loquacious about that reality. Yes, Sycamore. my finest British thespian, the violin DJ. A thespian that is multi-talented. Huh? She said unity, peace, music. That's how it is, Sycamore. Thank you very much. My thespian, that's how it is. That's the force. And thank you very much for being part of the Hip-Hop Music Movement Ambassador Circle. Sycamore. Yes, my multi-talented British thespian. That is it. So you see, extensively, our works has taken us out of this country. So, peace brings, unification, bilaterals, right? Positive networking. You think if we are not peaceful, we would have established something with the likes of Sycamore? So it's important because this is a British lady that is all about the peace. And Lamin Barosani said, togetherness is our strength. That's how it is. Unity is strength. Unity is strength. It's very important. Yeah. Like I said, unity, not animosity, is important. Yeah. Yeah. We want all the artists to be one. And then pronounce in capital merits, one Gambia, one people, one tribe. That's it. And then we stated this long time ago. Yes, molle ke fa wara nyote ba dunia antol bekili kat kabode mbassing killing kat kambi kata fa fode nyin killing. Do you believe to lim mota ne ka konto nyola boli killing? Ade? Yes, he has said this long time ago. Ala killing name better da. His sister is purity. If I want to continue to finish up this verse, Lady Jobs. Yeah, I can state it again. Yeah. I am a good songwriter and rapper. Give me the chorus, Lady Jobs, please. Come. Come closer. Badi yale bentolia wo. Signor yale bentolia kilimba kilim. Come closer, come please. Signor yale bentolia. Finish up the chorus and I come with the verse. Hey, molle ke fa wara nyoti ba dunia antol be killing ka bodde mbassing killing katambi kata fa fode nyin killing. Do you believe tani mota ne ka konto nyola boli killing wato do last man obu ka fesu fa na ma kalma killing kol siati man killing dol meta katale man fring nako dunia le fa bo nyama de fa man killing ba de jumale mbeda da ala killing ma fo kani ma fo saba ma fo fula ala killing bun killing ngani killing ko esti Gambian brika go ni microphone killing dara jole ali tan be buntan kan ko rebellion braka Gambiaron dam ma killing fo sa ndam male ka jamberon bades manager ndam ma killing yo peace and love Kapsai Caesar said unification is the power. Thank you very much. Sikamo said one love, keep the message rolling. Gambian eyes. Thank you very much, Sikamo. My British thespian. Yes, the most grandiose female thespian in the diaspora. Thank you very much. Right? Lamin Soli said one Gambia. Yeah, that's it. That's what we see. One Gambia. Right? And then Nyancho is coming up. Cairo and in Tenkungo, the next album. Is also another peaceful thespian. He has rapport with everybody. Nyancho Apachaki. South to you. This is what we want to see. South to you. Yeah. And then Apachaki Fanana song soul be kai. Unification over Fotal. Huh? Kodi madam. Huh? Nindunda namben dungon. Kuru follow bodo kemelin say. Nyancho nga hyperbole. Huh? Great thespian. Yeah, so that is it. Please, I am urging all artists, be involved in initiatives, establish initiatives that are development-oriented initiatives. It's very important. Establish something that will help the people of your country. Establish something that will serve as, a mechanism or an establishment of complementary aspects for the government. The government cannot do it alone. Yeah, because look at it, this tree planting that ST has been engaged in. If he had sat and then fell off hands to say, okay, it should be the responsibility of NEA to do these things, we would not have seen it the way we had seen it. So every thespian, every citizen have a role to play in any country. ST is definitely playing his part. Say Ibrahim Gaye said the artists need to stand in unity and togetherness while we each bring unique voices, styles and perspectives. We must acknowledge, right? This is very important. This is very important. Yes. Say Umar said, right? I don't want this to go. A lot of comments coming in anyway. We must, it says, despite we must acknowledge and embrace our diversity as a source of strength, true, not division. Right. I love this. I love this. I want to. True artistic power comes from collaboration, mutual respect, and a shared vision for growth and expression. Right. When artists unite, despite differences in background, medium, right, or message, they amplify. Right? Yes, it says, let our diversity inspire innovation, right? Fuel empathy, and remind the world that art is a universal language, strongest when spoken together. Thank you very much, my boss. Thank you so much, my boss, my able boss, Ibu. Yep. Ibrahim Manka said, can you please tax yourself before end of 2025? We see ST and attack together, if any cost, no problems. Yes, I will tax myself. Yeah, Ibrahim Manka. Yes, inshallah Rabbi, before the end of 2025, ST and attack will come together, right? Unity will prevail, and then all hearts will be healed. Please, I am urging everybody to forgive attack Gaye. Please, right? Everything is under control. We are working on it. Yeah, this will be done. Inshallah Rabbi. Yeah, I will tax myself just like how I had taxed myself with no cost to unite other thespians that were disintegrated before. We've done a lot. Yeah, and the end results is what the public would see. I will make sure I lead this team that will bring together, ST and attack. Even though, yeah, like I said, ST has no issues with him. He said it over and over. He loves everybody. Everybody, all the thespians in the sector. And I engaged attack last week, like I said, when we met at Trodabo's house. He also have no iota of hesitation regarding this unity. I spoke at length with attack. and it was a very, very mutual farewell when he was going. Peace, Njai, you can attest to this. Huh? He resounded Kebama, and I'm like, Dindima. He's so cool. Attack definitely need our help. He need our support. Yeah, he needs everybody's input in this unity. Please. Yeah, in this mission of unity, he made a mistake. Every human being is bound to be. We are not perfect. Yeah, imperfection is always in fact, the imperfection is our core value, right? Should I put it this way? Imperfection is coexisting every human, right? So let's help him, please. Let us not take it so heavily with him, right? Please, my younger brother, I will reach out to him and we will solve this. We will solve this and we will come up with a huge public apology, please. Yeah, let's support him. Yeah, let's support him. And I know by the end of all these things, whatever advice that I would give him, he will definitely take it. Great, because if you want to be a very, very straightforward, right, peaceful, mature, and development-oriented artist, there are a few people that you should avoid. So we have to guide the emerging artists. In fact, that is why I'm very happy that NCAC, in collaboration with ITC and EU, is coming up with this training of emerging Gambian artists, so that in our capacity as music business experts and managers, we'll be able to guide them by giving them modules that they definitely need to be given. Yeah. So if you're an emerging artist, even a major artist, there are few people that you need to avoid. One, avoid a gimmick. Yeah. Avoid a gimmick. Yeah. Avoid a gimmick. Because a gimmick is a very dangerous breed, right? Of a person. Avoid it. Yeah. Somebody who is about cloud chasing. Somebody who is all about disunity. This is what happened. Yeah. This is what happened. Let me just, frame it in a certain way to make it worse. Italebe sonnañen jumalon kariti. Fatelong alati. And atara o kari muitela kebaleti industry kon. Asiate ti jele, yatara jele. No binin ko be start ka ini o kari man problem soto. Right? So bul ñëw be fi keneen wax la ne kana ne ka kari lan la fi def bu ko buuk neeku bu ko galgali. Gimmicks, that's what they do. They are the people who have all these platforms outside this country. But like I said, because they are whatever get a little money outside, they are misleading some of the artists. Don't listen to them. Yeah, if you're an emerging artist, particularly the uprising ones, my advice, do not listen to gimmicks. Avoid gimmicks, don't accommodate them, because they are one type of people that can wreck your career. Trust it. And if you don't, a gimmick can in fact make you to lose it for the rest, right, your life. For the rest of your life, a gimmick can make you lose everything. And I can tell you, bright examples of artists across the globe who has led gimmicks to mislead them and put their careers in big problem. So avoid gimmicks. Yeah. Luca can say this way, Coco Kabunda restaurant apology become a yellow. No. Luca, let us not get down to that line. The artist that said that he is very welcoming. ST is very accommodative. Yeah, I think you people should also be accommodative, please. Ali Sabari, Ali accommodative, because Al Nyanta one thing understand la. Cairo fanang sulatala industry we need peace. So there is no way that you the fans also will continue, creating fires that will be inferno. No, please. Let's avoid that. We should be accommodative. We should be ready to reconcile artists. Please. The Fuller Prince said, please both, I will like you to help Attack with advice, because you are the type of people he needs right now, and make him apologize and focus on his career and work hard. Thank you very much, the Fuller Prince. This is what we expect from fans. Thank you, the Fuller Prince. Will help him and he will, inshallah. He will. So this is it. Imagine artists, avoid gimmicks, avoid a toxic fan. Yeah. Fans, yes, are the backbones of any thespian, and it's hard for thespians to address, their fans, because they are very supportive of everything. But then we have some fans that are potential, but others that are toxic. So I think your responsibility as an artist would be to advise a fan that have a toxic philosophy. Is very important, because any fan that will tell you, don't be accommodative, don't make peace with this particular colleague in the sector, don't listen to the one that you were in discrepancy with, even though the person wants you to reconcile with him and make peace, that should be a fan that you should be careful about. If you cannot change the mentality or the mindset of that fan, right, the best thing would be for you to distance yourself from him or her, because unity, that's the way forward. Facts, right? The other thing is, you must also try to avoid barbiturates or anti-anxiety sedatives. As an emerging artist, even a big artist, avoid anti-anxiety sedatives. See, if you are addicted to such sedatives, there will be times when you will not be right, with your full senses, and then it will bring mood swings, right? And then mood swings can bring about bipolar disorder or Asperger's syndrome. So if you're an artist, you should be very careful around or about barbiturates or anti-anxiety sedatives. It's very important. So this advice goes to emerging artists that are in this sector, right? The other thing is, be very careful about people that have limited knowledge of your business. Be very careful. People that cannot give you any career guidance service, right, around the development of your business. People that cannot tell you, that cannot offer you any managerial or PR guidance. They have nothing to offer, right, other than serving as, major liabilities, for societal destruction, right, or for more problems, right, around you or by you. Avoid those people. Anybody that you must mingle with as an artist, let it be a person that is so much knowledgeable in your business. It's very important. Or someone that has nothing to offer to you, someone that cannot give you any PR guidance. Somebody was telling me that a good PR guidance would have saved, Attack or any other artist from certain pronouncements. It's important. So our duty as music business consultants is to offer, right, such PR services and managerial guidance to artists. So if you're an artist that is so much about, that have a vision to excel, right, and to be successful, avoid people that have limited or no knowledge of your business. It's very important, right? So Dabo Gambia said, Inimbara DJobs, baddest manager. Thank you very much, Dabo Gambia. Surahata Fati said, please share this show. I will share this show. Surahata. I'll share it. Yeah, I'll share it. And then subsequently, I know, I can have all of you up right here. Then I think, I am also in my final touches as far as this baddest domain perspective is concerned. I have another engagement, and then time is up. But I am very happy that all of you came up right here. This is, I think, the most active baddest domain perspective. Probably is around feuds and fracasses. Gambians are so much about feuds and fracasses. But then that is my take. I think I indicated my take regarding the Attack Gaye issue. Like I said, I want to repeat, no misquote. I know for sure that gimmicks will make good use of this content and then frame it otherwise. I'm expecting to see that. But then one thing, somebody that God has made to be unbreakable, there is no spew by any gimmick that can disorientate or disintegrate him. This industry, we have done a lot. We have done a lot to bring it to this level. So we will not allow any gimmick, right, to destroy what we have built for close to 2 decades. It's important that if we all have to be truthful, we all have to stand firm to address the behaviors of gimmicks in our sector. It's important. So that is it. Modu Lamin Drame said, Boyo, please advise youngsters in music industry to distance themselves from tribal sentiments because it leads them to the promised land. Yeah. Thank you very much, Modu Lamin Drame. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying. Yes, if you were here since I began this baddest domain perspective, you would have had my honest opinion regarding Attack Gaye's issue. And I said, in the most finest order or fashion, that he should come out and apologize to the public He's my younger brother. I love him so much. He knows very well. And I'm pretty much sure he will listen to me. And we will solve all this problem, around him or by him. Attack is a superstar, an asset for this sector. There is no way that we will have any iota of grudges, right, or bad plan for him. May God forbid. He is somebody, like I said, who does a style of rap that I love. I mentioned it here, juxtaposition of lyrical content. So obviously, I know how important that style is. I know the potential of the kid, and I will definitely be here to guide him, meaningfully and potentially, because I want to see him out of all this mess. Surely, Allah will help me to do that. So I'm also calling on other industry experts and responsible sector players like Njundu Baji Sora, who is also another great guy in our sector, and all others that are watching this. Please, let's come together. This is a great mission, and we all have to be meaningful and potential missionaries in this mission, in making sure that we salvage an industry that the entire country rely on in terms of unions and reunions. Right? Nice. Surahata Fati said, be a therapist for some of these youths. Thank you very much, Surahata. Thank you very much. Well, the baddest domain artist management and career guidance company has been established, Surahata, since 2 years ago. One of my responsibilities is to take the services of Gambian thespians, uprising ones and bigger ones, so that we can give them our whatever art therapy, whatever service, yeah. So that's how it is. I am also the therapist that you mentioned in my capacity as a music business consultant or a musicologist, yeah. And then yes, this guy said this one is a longer one anyway. Okay, Modulamin Drami is still, and then secondly he said I will suggest for artists to have coaching and mentorship programs. Coaching and mentorship programs. Coaching and mentorship programs to teach them how to go about interviews. Yeah, sure. That is what the baddest domain artist management and career guidance company is offering, Modlamin. And then most of the artists, if not all of them, they are all aware about my existence as a music business consultant. So I am not working with one artist. I'm working with all the artists. I am here for all the artists. I'm here to take whatever contract, from any artist, right? So there is no way or there is no condition that should debar them from reaching out to the baddest domain for these services, honestly, because it's important. It's very important. I was telling a guy that most of the time we jump off to blame anybody in an interview platform. My brothers, except for those that are not in our sector, right? They are not acquainted with public speaking issues, comportment realities in terms of public presentation, in terms of interview sessions and so. My brother, it's not something that is easy. Look, to sit down right there in that Q City, Q Radio studios or GRT studios, right? Or at any platform where there are Argentinosaurus cameras up there. Some of them, in fact, it's like a kangaroo is looking at you. For you to be in these studios, right, to be able to speak properly, right, or to work on the minds of the interviewer is something hard. It's very, very hard, especially if you happen to be in encounters with somebody who is a grandiose journalist. Sometimes there are disorientations here and there. Even you are not, some of these mistakes you will commit them, and it is later on that you would realize, right, after your interview or after your session or anywhere, that you will realize, oh, I have blunder. So it's not easy. So we know that is why it's important for artists to have, yes, like you said, coaching services from companies like the baddest domain. It's very important, right? Let the Gambia give him second chance. It's part of life. He needs that. Thank you very much. Yeah. That is exactly what I'm all about. We will definitely give him a second chance. I'll make sure this problem is mitigated, inshallah Rabbi. And I'm looking forward to seeing my fellow sector players, like I mentioned, the likes of Njundu and all others, to be in this vessel with me. What is the vessel? The vessel of tranquility and peace, right? In utmost shape or order. Molamin Inessa said, let's all Mandinkas forgive attack. He don't meant to be rude. Yeah, thank you very much. That's what we are all about. Please, surely, they, they, yes, yeah, they will all forgive him. Most of his fans, like I said, are Mandinkas, bro. Yeah, honestly. And then, like I said, the juxtaposition of lyrical content, is the use of different dialects. And if you look at it, Attack has been mentioning, Mandinka lines, right? To juxtapose, you must bring the different languages. So he has not been only, placing it in Wolof, but then in different dialects. So obviously, like I said, my younger brother, E.B. Jobate, yeah, put it to me. And there's so many other Brickamarians. They love him, honestly. So that is it. I am pretty much sure we will make this happen, and then together we will all be part of Momodu Trodabo's mega project, which is to unite this country, cognizant of the fact that 2026 is an election year, and then we always hear hate speeches, right? So we don't want to see Gambians around those lines. So our responsibility as responsible thespians and musicologists is to be part of projects, right? Contracts that would engage Gambian thespians to go on a countrywide tour to sensitize and enlighten Gambians about the importance of unity, right? Culture, they said, is in the midst of diversity, so is homogeneity, right? But we must be able to mitigate and harness it. Now, if we are living by a virtue of this reality, it's very obvious that our distinctions in culture and tradition, right, coupled with homogeneity, these are what coexistent realities to our existence as humanity. So if this is the case, as human beings, we must understand, in as much as these distinctions are coexisting us, we are bound to make mistakes, right? So the imperfection by mankind is something even God himself understands very well. And that is why he said he is the most forgiving. He is the omnipotent, the omniscient, and the omnipresent. So there is no way that God himself didn't forgive if we realize that we've made bigger mistakes, right? Or a major mistake. So I am urging my brother, Gaye, to make a public apology, and I'm pretty much sure he will do so. And then, inshallah, Rabbi, in this guidance, we will be by him, and we will make sure that we heal and salvage our creative industry, right? In a way, it is expected to be seen or done, right? So, Director Lady Jobs, I think we'll cut it right here, right? So, until I come your way next Sunday, but before then, please be informed that we have started a podcast called The Art Scope by Ultimate Media. Shouts to my younger brother, Rura, right? The likes of DJ Countryman, Prince Dabo, and Musa Sane. The Art Scope podcast is also a post-situation analysis, right? Similar to the baddest domain, where we will bring in events, discrepancies, engagements, progresses, and breakthroughs in our creative sector, right? So that the public can be informed. We will also make it a major lesson platform, right? Or session where managers will be informing the public, particularly the emerging artists, regarding the dynamics of management, issues around intellectual property, and so many other things that Gambian creatives and thespians need to know, right? So until I come your way next Sunday at 5:30, right? Don't miss out. The Baddest Domain Perspective by the Baddest Manager is a platform, a session that everybody should follow and watch, right? So let's go with this cheers. It's a natural one made by Lady Jobs, my Commander-in-Chief. Bye-bye.